beautiful people, welcome to our channel once more. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the setbacks of EV vehicles, you know what I'm saying? And in a world of ever increasing technology and improved quality lifestyle, we can't help but notice the advent of electric vehicles, you know. Right here on my channel we had discussed the advantages of EVs, but today we are going to be looking at some of the setbacks of these electric vehicles, you know what I'm saying? And before we continue, please do subscribe and punch the notification bell so that you get informed each time we deliver a new video regarding lifestyle and technology right here in Life's Tech. Now let's dive into the first setback. So the first setback we're going to be looking at right here is the cost of EVs, you know what I'm saying? On average, it is expensive to own a decent EV for average income earners, you know what I'm saying? Because most of these EVs are built with the latest of technology. This therefore puts a price tag higher than most of the vehicle of the same model running on fuel, you know what I'm saying? Second point we are going to be looking at right here is it is challenging to own EVs in third world countries. The idea is not that some individuals may not be able to purchase EVs, but also the terrain may not be suitable for EVs as some of these areas have bad roads. Another challenging factor is the power needed to charge EVs, since most of these areas have inadequate power supplies. This simple factor alone is challenging enough to influence the demand and supply of EVs in such areas or countries. The third, charging. Apart from some third world countries facing problems with inadequate power supply, charging is still a problem even in most second and first world countries. The simple reason here is most charging spots are found only around metropolitan or city centers. It is almost impossible to find charging spots in remote or underdeveloped areas. This is enough inconvenience when compared to gas filling stations that are found in almost every corner, regardless whether or not it is a city center or an underdeveloping area. We're going to move to the next, which is long charging periods. If you own an EV, it will take you no time at all to know filling a car with gas is far more convenient and fast than charging up an EV. Some of these EVs take longer time to charge, with the exception of a few brands like Tesla and Porsche that can charge up to 80% under 20 minutes, but still 20 minutes is still too much time compared to filling your car with gas. The next is most EVs are ugly. With the exception and hope of improvement in technology, we can't help but say what needs to be said, that most EVs are pretty ugly, carrying funny shapes and designs. Some even look like a box on wheels. Another factor is EVs are not good for long distance trips because continuous driving consumes more power than making short trips. Reasons being, the frequent stops on short trips give the battery enough time to regain some power compared to the long and almost non-stop trips, especially on highways that gives the battery little or no resting time. So we're going to go to the next, which is EVs are not as environmental friendly as we are told. It is true that EVs produce zero carbon emissions, which reduces air pollution and improves air quality, but a sadder truth is the batteries used by EVs are manufactured from lithium. The manufacturing process causes more fatal air pollution, making EVs not so clean after all. We go into the next, which is some EVs are slow. Regardless of improvement in tech, we must acknowledge the drag caused by battery weight that puts some of these EVs to be slower than their fuel engine counterparts. Repairs and maintenance are going to be the next setbacks on EVs. Right here, talking about expensive to own a standard or decent EV, it is also going to be expensive to maintain or repair. This is simply because most decent EVs are built with recent or advanced technology that keeps their maintenance or repair costs sometimes more higher than their fuel counterparts of the same brand and model. We're gonna move on to the next, and before we go to the next, please don't forget to subscribe. So the next is gonna be trip planning. Trip planning can really be difficult if you own an EV and it is the only car in your garage. This is because the long charging periods may inconvenience a trip, and secondly, if you are planning a trip to an area with no charging spots or inadequate power supply. Talking about imperfect, we're gonna go straight to imperfect technology. Most EV companies are still doing test the water or trial and error technology. Some claim of advanced driving assistance, emergency braking, which may be faulty to some extent and can cause a lot of damage to life and property. Some EVs face difficulty operating in extreme weather conditions. Some EVs have tech that helps distort your privacy because they do have tracking aids that are embedded into these cars, which actually does track your movement and limits your privacy ratings. Another major setback of EVs is, should everyone go in for EVs, it may leave some powerful world economies on their knees. We are talking of those countries whose major export is fuel. Going all EV will not only sink fuel prices, it will also sink stakeholders of fuel business, from workers to CEOs to shareholders, all involved in the oil industry. Such a fall may further result to changing political systems and to some extent instability. Last but not the least, EVs are difficult to be resold in the used car market because EVs depreciate more faster than fuel-powered vehicles. And below this video, I will drop a link to the other video I made talking about the advantages of EVs. Please go watch and get a balanced picture of both advantages and setbacks of EVs. Another major thing we should understand is some of the setbacks are not peculiar with all EVs, since different car manufacturers use different technology. Facing one setback in one EV may not exist in another EV from a different auto manufacturer. Please do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get updates of new video release, and of course, why not give the video a thumbs up to help this channel grow. Thanks for watching and goodbye.